Do you want to know how to win every single time? Do you want to know 3 things that are going to guarantee your success inside of manifesting, inside of really predictably having what you desire all of the time? Hi everyone, it is I, Pamela, aka the Awakened Aphrodite, and for over a decade I have been helping people make millions of dollars online, as well as having next level relationships, the kinds of relationships that most people only ever dream of. Things like getting exes back or finding someone new, someone even better, more aligned, and having the kinds of rapid results that would blow most people's minds. And in my over a decade of experience, I have learned so many things that I want to share with you. Also, if you want to be my next success story and work with me one-on-one or join my mastermind, I have the Worshipped and Wealthy Mastermind, which is my lowest priced one-on-one offering right now. Send me an email, pamela@theawakenedaphrodite.com, or send me a DM at theawakenedaphrodite, and let's get you those bonuses. Let's get you in. We begin the first week of April at the time of this recording, and I can't wait to have you. So, I was thinking about this today, and this is what I've noticed with every single highly successful person that I've ever worked with. There are 3 key things that are going to ensure that you win every single time without question, especially in your manifestations. So, number 1 is, and I also want to say, rarely do people do all 3 of these. The people who actually do all 3 of these things are always those people that others look at and go, oh my God, like, how is this possible? How did they do this? Oh my God, they're so lucky. Number 1, having next level discipline. It took me so long to realize this, believe it or not, in manifestation. When I got into the world of manifestation, my allure was this idea that I wouldn't have to really do anything. And I feel like this sounds silly, but I really was like, oh, look, a way where I don't have to really do anything and everything happens for me, okay? Now, here's the thing. That's actually right. That's actually true in the sense that on my journey now, and as my clients get deeper and deeper and deeper into our teachings and the knowings and the practices and all of these things, they do less. They really get to the space where they know that they don't have to do anything in order to have their manifestation. Okay? And they are highly disciplined. They become highly disciplined. And when you become highly disciplined in how you're being, which can also look like how you think, by the way, your thoughts are not the power, okay? Your thoughts are just a reflection of who you're being, how you're being. When you get super disciplined to the degree that you start to experience a direct, instantaneous correlation with who you're being, you're so well practiced in this, in shifting unideal patterns, ways of being, ways of showing up, ways of thinking, which is an expression, again, of how you're actually being, what state you're in. You will start to have immediate, instant results in your world. And even when you don't, your focus isn't even on that. Your focus is on how you're actually showing up. Number 2, and also comment down below if you found this, that discipline is one of the secrets to manifestation that I feel like I don't hear enough people talk about. When I stepped up my devotion, my dedication, my discipline, 3Ds, everything in my world really changed. Number 2, it is risky, or it feels risky, until it doesn't, by the way. In my deeper work with one-on-one clients, we get to a space where it is so predictable that it doesn't feel risky or anything like this. They know that their desires are done. Okay, it doesn't feel risky at all. However, when you first get into the world of manifestation, conscious creation, it is risky. It feels risky. It's like, wait a minute, if I actually put all of my energy into this, if I actually go all in, am I even going to have this? And the most successful people in the world, I can tell you, they know how to take risks. A person who does not take risks is not a successful person. People who know how to take risks and take them, and also understand their tolerance for risks, are always the most successful. The worst thing that anyone could ever do is not take a risk on themselves, not take a risk on their desires, not take a risk in terms of, even if we're going to talk about something like investments and things like this, every investment that you take is a risk, every single one. Whether, for example, you're working with someone, like if someone comes to work with me, that they're taking on an element of risk. If someone's investing in something, in a property or in the stock market, they're taking on an element of risk. And it's only successful people that feel confident and comfortable in taking on risks in order to have a higher reward. They also know how to really honor themselves in the risks that they're willing to take and the risks that they're not willing to take. And they take risks. Whereas unsuccessful people, the kinds of people who don't have what they want, they're so afraid of taking a risk. And I think that is the saddest thing of all, is watching someone who is so unwilling to take a risk on themselves, on their desires, on love, on money, that they never get what they want. Oh my God, it's heartbreaking. Comment down below if you're a risk taker like me. If you know that this is part of who you are and why you're so successful, it actually gets to work for you versus against you. How, you might ask? Well, that leads us into number 3. Successful people, people that win all of the time, what guarantees your manifestations is not only knowing that you're powerful, knowing that in your world, in your consciousness, you are the only power. You're the only one who decides. No one else decides whether or not your desires come into fruition. You do. And when you know this, the thing I want you to all know about this is a lot of people say that they know this, okay? A lot of people intellectually get this. Also, this was me for a very long time. This is every single client I've ever had. Okay? They get it logically. They get it. And yet they don't actually really feel this way. How do you know if you feel this way or if you don't? Well, if you truly are like, oh yeah, every desire I have it is done, then you know this. Before you even have a desire, it's already done for you. You know that it's taken care of. You're not in worry or doubt or fear at all. Now, you might have moments, okay? Having moments of these things does not mean that you're not powerful or that you don't know that you're powerful, by the way. Dominantly, overarchingly, you know, the moment that you have a desire, you don't have to even do anything for it to happen. And it's in this space that everything else comes together. When you know that you're powerful, you're like, what risk? I decide. I'm not taking a risk. I decide how this goes truly and completely. When you know you're the power, you're like, what discipline? Discipline? You mean being who I am? Discipline. Okay? And yet, at first, it is going to feel like discipline. At first, it is going to feel like taking a risk in consciousness, or maybe literally for you. And then we get to power. And it's in this space of power that absolutely everything transforms. This is exactly how I've helped people go from a client, for example, who came to work with me. All she wanted was to have $10,000 months, and she became a multi-millionaire. Another client went from $800 months to $20,000 to $40,000. Another client went from $5,000 to $30,000, $40,000, and so much more. So much more, so much more, so much more. A client just this week inside of one of my programs had a $7,000 week, and then she just had a $6,000 day. After experiencing this period in her business where it felt like not as much was coming in, she took a risk in coming into the program. She's like, I'm going to figure this out. She took a risk. And she's been dedicated, devoted, disciplined. So proud of her. Oh my God. And now she's really stepped into her power. So of course she's experiencing these things unfolding into her world. Another client had a radical turnaround with her specific person, where she was going to leave this person. This person was acting horribly, awfully. Wouldn't be the first time. Not my first rodeo with this one with clients. Oh my God, let me tell you. She got dedicated, disciplined, devoted. She took a risk. She was terrified. She's like, I don't know if this is even going to work. But again, she leaned back into that dedication. And then that next step is really getting her into her power as her specific person, completely transformed. Completely transformed. Because she went all in on herself. If you know that you are ready to dive deep into this work, then the Worshipped and Wealthy Mastermind is an incredible opportunity for you. It is the space that I wish existed. I created it because if I were my own client, I would take it. In fact, I get to take it because I'm running it. It's great. And what I'm here to tell you is it is going to blow your mind. If you are really serious about taking this work to the next level, in a way that most people will never experience in a lifetime, then this is for you. And this is my lowest price one-on-one offering that not only do I have available right now, that I've had available since I more or less started my business in terms of programs, anyways. And this is a next level opportunity. The reason that I created this was because I wanted to create something that was available to more people. And it is the same quality of work where we get to work together one-on-one in a group setting. You will have weekly calls with me. You'll be able to ask your questions live. You will have bi-weekly hot seats, which means you have a dedicated 10 minutes and daily access to me and the other people in the mastermind in our online group, where you will get responses from me directly. Not only are you going to love the other people in this group, the other people that have already said yes, this experience is going to change your life forever. This is exactly why the majority of my clients either renew or come back going, oh my God, when I was in your world, everything changed. And I'm here to hold that vision for you too. I want this so badly for you. I want you to experience your desires as reality in form. I want you to experience yourself as more powerful than you ever could have imagined. We begin the first week of April, and I've actually extended the bonus offerings. I was going to take out the 2 bonus one-on-one calls, and for a limited time, I've decided to leave them in because I know how powerful even one session with me is. And I don't offer one-on-one sessions anymore, like just one-off. So say yes if you know in your heart that this is for you. And I cannot wait to meet you. We are already halfway sold out. Get the discount. The pricing is going up this week. Send me an email, Pamela@theawakenedaphrodite.com. I cannot wait to meet you. Oh my God. It's going to be so good. Or DM me on Instagram @theawakenedaphrodite. If you've DM'd me and it hasn't come through, by the way, can you just comment on one of my recent Instagram posts? And then I will check, because that has happened before. Oh my God. That has happened before where I just didn't see it. Sometimes Instagram. But just comment on one of my recent Instagram posts and I'll check my DMs. And the thing that I really want you to know is you've got this. You've got this. I am so grateful for the people that believed in me, that taught me the things that I know that I'm now here to teach and show you. That took me from such places of disbelief, despair, having nothing, being broke, to being wildly successful, having the wealth and creating the wealth, making more in a month than I used to make in a year, and being able to gift that to so many other people. And having this translate into your relationships too. Oh my God. You deserve this. And it is not up to happenstance. It is all about you really understanding your power. I promise you. Send me a DM to apply. I was actually going to say leave a comment below. DM me though. Comment down below what really stood out to you, what was really helpful, and who and how you're claiming to be. And if you're manifesting, working with me, one-on-one or joining the mastermind, tell me that too. I can't wait. I'm so excited for you. And like I said, you got this. And whether it's day or night, thank you for watching, and I love you. I love you. I love you.